You know why the audience is excited? Because someone's going to win that all-paid vacation to Panama City Beach. All right, well, everything you touch outside has a yellowish powder on it. It's pollen. The plants are in full bloom. Pretty to look at, but many people are miserable because their allergies are in full bloom, too. One solution for some people doesn't require medication. Instead, relief comes from a laser. How does that work? Welcome Dr. Cress Williams and Dr. Michelle Quinnick from New Life Source Chiropractic, along with Samir Becik, who was crying tears the other day. And he was crying not because he was sad, but Samir, you have severe allergies. Welcome to Houston, Texas.
Thank you very much. Actually, that's exactly started when I came to Houston, and I had extreme case of allergies that, I literally couldn't function.
Yeah.
And after just one adjustment with Dr. Cress and Dr. Michelle, I immediately felt, in the first 30 minutes, immediately like 90% better. And you were there,
yeah,
it was insane.
You were crying. Your eyes
almost
were pink.
crying.
They were pink. All right, okay. When he says an adjustment, what does that have to do with taking care of allergies? Because most of us think the first place we go is to the medication.
That's right. It's a great question. And actually, I had the same thoughts myself. My kids had severe asthma, and what I found is that actually chiropractic could help that. And when you give someone an adjustment, your immune system will actually increase by 45%.
Right.
So Dr. Quinnick came on board, and in my 30 years experience, I've never seen as many people respond to as many conditions. And it was literally, I've seen people get better with allergy, but when Samir came in, his eyes were bright red. It looked like somebody poured salt water in there.
Yeah.
And within 30 minutes, it was like Visine. It was completely gone. So she does some things that are very different. And you want to talk about the brain balancing?
Yeah, well, the most important thing, obviously, is the chiropractic adjustment. Because when you remove that interference, the body can heal itself the way God intended to do so. Now, we also do brain balancing. So when a patient comes in, I'll actually look at their body, and I'll see how their feet present, their hands present. I can even have them open their mouth and say, ah, and you know that little thing that's in the back, that arch? If it falls, it will fall because of lack of brain function on one side. So you can actually use the cold light laser and the adjustment to activate a certain brain side. Now, when the palate falls, what happens? You know, you have sleep apnea, you have different breathing problems. You know, all of those things can be affected, mood disorders. So we use those two things to help that. The cold light laser, we can also use, and you can see it's just something like this. It works off off of vibration. All the cells in our body are vibrating at a certain frequency.
Right.
When it gets off that,
let's get a shot of Samir's face there, and you can see
this is actually used by Lance Armstrong.
Right.
It became very popular.
And there you go. If I can get it there. Yeah. A little bit awkward. But it actually just...
No, you're joking.
But see, Deborah, it actually just normalizes the vibration of those cells. So that's what it does, and that's normal for our body.
Yeah, okay, and then you have this here, because again, a lot of times there are people who totally get the whole, let me grab that handheld mic from you real quick.
Okay.
There you go. A lot of times that people totally get chiropractic medicine, a lot of people still don't understand how to connect the dots. You have this spine here that can kind of give us an idea of what that is. So tell us how that works.
Okay, so briefly, this is, again, our most famous weight loss patient, Mr. Bones here. No body fat. But what happens is, we all know that the brain controls the body through the spine.
Right.
You cut off your head, you don't heal, you don't survive. It's as simple as that. If you have any pressure on the nervous system or the spinal cord, we're going to reduce the body's ability to function properly, and that's going to affect the immune system, which affects everything.
Yeah.
So when we get the natural curve back into the spine, because all day long we're over looking at text, we're looking at our computers, our head's bending forward, that puts pressure on the neck and spinal cord. What we do is reverse that and help the body respond and function at a higher level.
Okay, you mentioned that this is, which by the way,
Without
you're no longer
amputation.
crying. But
That's right, no crying.
It took how long?
30 minutes.
And you started seeing a complete difference.
It was amazing.
I literally,
His eyes were actually this color, and then they went to that.
I don't
like I
like
said,
to
it
use
was
the
very
word
rare.
miracle.
Yeah.
But
It was amazing.
I don't want to use the word miracle, but you saw it yourself.
Yeah.
I was amazed.
Okay, they're telling me somebody needs a handheld mic. I'm trying to figure out which one.
Is it me?
Is it you?
I think it's...
No, it's
Oh, I need one. Great.
You take the handheld mic.
There we go. Pass the mic.
All right,
I can do it
which
signed.
one needs the mic? Who's on first? What's on second? Okay, that's later tonight. Anyway.
As long as I can hear you, Deborah, that's all that matters.
You were joking about this being your most famous weight loss patient. Speaking of weight loss, Samir, that's what your job is helping people optimize their health through getting the right body. And so you need to get back to work quickly. You have a couple of clients here today.
Three clients, actually.
Well, on the third one.
That's right.
Okay, so let's first talk to Lisa. Lisa, what was your situation before?
Well, I was a hardworking advertising agency owner and found myself 30 pounds overweight and couldn't get into most of my clothes and had a lot of self-loathing. And I work actually with Dr.
That's you right there and to the right,
Yep,
right?
that would
Wow.
be me about 4 months ago. And so basically I just decided that something needed to change, and I was working with Cress and Michelle actually hosting their radio show on AM 700 at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
every morning. And just being around in a community that supports you into being healthy
Right.
and doing something positive for yourself every day, that's what happens. So
Now, we all know what to do. What do people tell you all the time? Exercise and eat right.
That's right.
What was the difference that Samir made?
But you know, Samir is just an infectiously positive person.
Yeah.
And dealing with his workouts and his wife's workouts are amazing. You get in there and you just realize.
I don't know about the wife. I got to tell you,
You do what you need to do. You do on a daily basis, and you stay out of that self-loathing. You know, Deborah, I have a new mantra. Every day I just decide I weigh what God wants me to weigh. I'm not going to obsess about it, and I'm going to do baby steps. And sure enough, baby steps got me out of it.
Absolutely.
Also, one of the things I want to mention, when Lisa came in, it's very typical with people who have weight issues. The neck is supposed to curve forward at 43 degrees. As we said, all day long we're looking over a computer, texting. We lose that curve, and that will actually affect the nerve supply to the thyroid. So many patients have subclinical thyroid.
Which thyroid can affect your metabolism
Right.
rate
Exactly.
and make
The
you
blood,
tired.
The T3, T4, TSH will be normal, but they have all the symptoms of that: weight gain, the hair, the sleep, depression. And when you get that curve back, and that can actually change in as little as 4 to 6 weeks, the body will start to kick in. And we have so many people who have exercised, they've diet, they do this, they hit the wall, then they come in and they start to lose weight.
Yeah.
So it makes a big difference.
All right, Eric, speaking of making a big difference, how much weight have you lost?
I've lost 50 pounds in 8 weeks.
All right. Now that's a miracle right there.
Now, had you tried the working out and all that stuff
I
before?
started trying to go back to the gym about 2 years ago, and I just wasn't getting anywhere. And
Look at that.
Jobs and stress and everything. And
Now, Samir, he has his shirt off there. Before, he was very uncomfortable taking his shirt off.
Hey, take your shirt off.
Deborah, I can tell you one thing. Eric is unbelievable. I, as a trainer, can only do so much,
Right.
but the client needs to do the rest. And Eric is doing even more than that. Over 50 pounds in 8 weeks is probably one of the best results I ever had.
Right.
Only 22 seconds.
22 sessions.
That's amazing.
It's really amazing.
And it really is those two basic things of
Very simple,
making sure you're
Deborah.
adjusted and then eating right and exercising your body.
Exercise and detox.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Eric, why don't you tell them how you look forward to the workouts? Because that's the thing. A lot of people think workout, boot camp, you know, it's stress.
I was real worried about, being sore and tired and all this stuff. We're only working out 3 days a week, about 45 to 60 minutes. I look forward to that hour every other day. It's just been amazing.
Yeah.
It's added a lot of energy to my life. And
You're a business owner. You've got you're a petroleum engineer, and you've got, what, 14, 15 people
it's
working
helped
for
my
you.
business out. I've been more active at work and more active at home. It's
Just
just
having
been
more
amazing.
energy and feeling better about yourself.
Yes.
I mean, it's stories like that that encourage me, so I'm like, I am leaning it all up. Okay? And when Samir asked me what my goal is to wear inappropriate clothes to work, be called in by human resources and told, but you do look good in it. Okay?
It's happened.
Actually, Deborah, I need to make one change. When we started, like about 3 months ago in Deborah Duncan, we said we'll make her look like a Halle Berry. Actually, we changed our plan. She'll be now Angela Bassett.
Yes,
That's right.
Angela
Yes.
Bassett. Yes, there we go. All right, Samir, I want you to drop down there. Give me those famous push-ups.
You want that?
I want the famous push-ups right here.
Do the push-up.
Chris, I want you with me. I want you with me.
Go, 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 go. Meanwhile, for more information, call New Life Source Chiropractic at 713-621-2600 or nlschiro.com. Plus, call and mention Great Day Houston, and you can get an exam, x-ray, and consultation for just $40. All right, drop, do it.
It's easy for me to do them because I'm a trainer, but now I brought a man who's 55 years old. And
Stop
he'll do it with
stalling.
me.
Drop.
Okay? Ready? Come on. 1, let's go. 2, 3. Come on.
Are you at risk for high cholesterol? Why it's important to know your numbers.
Hi, we're with the Telfair Life